Chris Canwell here, and in this video, I'm going to talk about how to get a girl to love you again. I just got an email from a guy who was very stressed out, who was really upset because he's in this relationship and the girl he's with just told him, hey, look, I just don't love you like I used to. Yes, I'm going to try and make this work, but I'm losing my feelings for you. I just don't think I love you like I used to. And of course, this was really upsetting for this man because he's thinking, this girl used to love me like crazy. She really respected me. She adored me. She always wanted to spend time with me, and he could see the change in her behavior. And when he confronted her about this and said, hey, what's going on? You've changed. You're not the same person you were before. She's telling him, you know what? My feelings have changed. I don't feel the same as before. I'm not as in love with you as I used to be. And I'm just going to see how things go. And I don't want you to put any pressure on me. And if things don't change soon, then we can have another conversation about this. So this guy's really concerned about this situation because he loves his girlfriend and he wants to make the relationship work. So he asks me, what do I do? How do I get her to love me again? Now, I will say, if you want to get a girl to really love you again, the first thing to do is to check out my Get Her Back action plan, which will show you exactly how to get a woman back and keep her the right way. It has a 96% recovery rate, but I'm going to go into the details on how to make a woman love you again. So when I worked as a psychotherapist and I used to do clinical practice, I would have men and women come and see me. And I would do a separate session for men and a separate session for women, because it's always better to have a separate session, because then you can say to the woman, hey, look, tell me what's really going on. And you can say to the man, tell me what's really going on. What's she really like? What are the real problems? And they're not going to feel like they're going to be judged by their partner, and they're not going to be interrupted. So I always do these separate sessions. And the woman would tell me in these private sessions, I'm just not feeling love for my boyfriend or husband anymore. I just don't feel it. And I'm not going to pretend that I do feel it. And I'd say to the woman, look, fair enough. I understand that. Why are you losing feelings? And they'd say, well, he doesn't do this, and he doesn't show me enough respect, and he doesn't know how to communicate with me, and he's a slob, and he's lazy. And you get all these different reasons, which may or may not be the real reason why the woman's losing attraction and falling out of love. Keep in mind, in all relationships, the first thing to leave a relationship is respect. When respect goes, attraction follows. And then when a woman loses attraction for you, very quickly after that, love also exits the relationship. So, working backwards, the woman's lost respect for the man, then she loses attraction for the man, then she falls out of love with the man. How do you get respect back? Because if you get respect back, you get attraction back, and then you get love back. So then I would talk to the men and I'd say to the men, look, I know you're having a difficult time with this. I know it's stressful. Tell me what you're doing. Tell me how you're handling the situation. And they would say, look, I'm trying to talk to her about the relationship. I'm trying to change my behavior. I'm telling her that I'm going to change. I can be a different person. And I say to the men, look, this is going to be difficult, but you need to do a complete 180 in the way you interact with your wife or your girlfriend. You need to change your behavior to get a different reaction. Women are reactive. They're like a mirror that just reflects your behavior. And if you show up and you're needy and you're relationship focused and you're panicking and you look low value and you look weak and you look desperate and you're acting out of neediness and insecurity, and you're not bringing these strong masculine qualities and masculine energy into the relationship and into the dynamic, she's going to get turned off. It's that simple. So when a man changes his behavior and he eliminates these insecurities and the panic and the neediness and the desperation to cling on to the relationship, guess what? The woman starts to breathe again. She starts to have that space, and then she starts to get that respect back for the man. The man is focused on his mission and purpose, then the woman will be able to focus on him. If a man is focused on his partner, if he's focused on his girlfriend or his wife, she's going to get turned off because you're not focused on your mission. So that's the first thing to correct. If you find yourself in this situation, you want to go back to the person you were in the beginning of the relationship, where you weren't relationship focused, where you were living your life, you were enjoying life, you're focused on your mission and purpose, you had a sense of freedom and independence, and you weren't bringing in all these unattractive qualities like neediness and insecurity and desperation, to hold on to the woman. And if you change your mindset and your behavior, the woman will respond to this. I remember speaking to this guy a couple of years ago, and it was really tragic. This guy slipped, he fell, and hit his head on the ice. He went into a coma and he goes to the hospital. So he's in a coma for a couple of weeks, and when he wakes up, the doctor says, "Welcome back. You just need a lot of rest, a lot of recovery, and a lot of love." And the wife is standing by the bed, and the guy says to his wife, "You hear that, honey? All I need is a lot of love." And the wife says, "I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to lie if I don't feel it." And it doesn't matter that this guy was in a coma. She wasn't feeling it because she was upset with the relationship, and she wasn't going to say she loved him, because women are emotional creatures. They react to how they feel and they react to their emotions. And I remember this guy saying to this woman, "If you don't love me, then fucking lie. Just tell me you love me so I can get better." And she wouldn't say it. She just wouldn't say it. So if you're in this situation, don't forget to do phone and email consultations. You can book a consultation with me on my website, develofattraction.com, and I'll see you in the next video.